We're joined by Unioto football coach Matt Hoops as they will host the Amanda Clearcreek Aces on Friday night in our Litter Media game of the week. Matt, first of all, a tough loss last week in the opening week against Vinton County, 12-7. Give us an update on how things went in that game.
Well, our defense played extremely well all night long. We gave up an early touchdown due to some poor kick coverage. The Vinton County started the game inside the R20 and scored, but then we held them for the rest of the game until about the 5-minute mark in the fourth quarter, and we only gave up 133 yards of total offense defensively. So our defense was really, really good. Offensively, we moved the ball really well between the 20s, but we had some crucial turnovers that ended up hurting us. A total of 4 turnovers, and we were only able to score 7 points. So some things we need to clean up going into week 2 for sure.
What are some of the key components of that offense that you hope can get on track this week?
Well, just taking care of the football. We had close to 300 yards of total offense. But again, once you turn the ball over 4 times inside the opponent's 20 going in, that's some things that have to get cleaned up. And other than that, I really like the way we played.
How would you describe your offense as far as the way this unit will play this year? Ground game as opposed to the throwing game?
I think it's a little bit, 50-50, if you will. I think we can do both really well. Our offensive line has done a nice job. We've got some really good skill kids on the outside and receiver-wise and tight ends. And we have a couple running backs that run the ball extremely well for us. So, we feel like we can do a little bit of both and kind of stay balanced.
Who's taking the snaps this year?
Newton Hoops is a sophomore quarterback for us. He had some growing pains that first game, but he did a nice job for us. Just a few things, just like everyone else, we just got to clean up.
Saw him last year get into the game as a freshman. I was impressed with the way he could throw the ball. I can't remember the games that I saw him last year, whether I got to see him run a lot. Is that a threat for your offense?
It is. Right now, early on, we're relying on our running backs to do most of the running, but he is more than capable of running the football. Maybe not in terms of like how Isaac ran the ball for us last year from the quarterback spot. I'd say their roles are kind of flipped a little bit, but he is capable of running, yeah.
You talked highly about your defense, the great job that they did. Who were some of the top guys on that squad?
Well, just off of last week's performance, you got to mention guys like Casey Dre, Matt Griffin, Cody Tuttle, and our two. Those are our linebackers that had really nice games for us. All of those guys had between 8 and 9 tackles each. And then our interior linemen, Wyatt Ward and Justin Wine, both had 8 tackles. So, those guys really stood out for us against the Vinton County offense. It's really not that conventional. They run a lot of wing T stuff, and they just did a great job of tackling all night long.
We saw last year that you had good special teams, especially your field goal kicker. What does that look like this year?
Lucas Haynes is back for his sophomore season and is doing a nice job for us. Looking back on the game last week, there might have been a time that we went for on fourth down, and looking back, we probably should have just kicked a field goal because Lucas is pretty consistent. So he does a nice job for us, and he punts for us as well.
And lastly, Matt, what have you seen in the film on Amanda Clearcreek that gives you some concern?
Number one is they have 20-some seniors that are playing, so that's always a problem. They're very very athletic and fast, and very well coached. So, the history and the tradition of Amanda Clearcreek football is still alive and well.
And they are going for a milestone 400th win in the program history. So, they have something that they're really looking forward to, but I know you'd like to play spoiler on that.
Yeah, if we could, we would like to. It's our home opener. We redid our field this season, and we're really excited about it. And, hopefully we'll play well enough and give ourselves a chance to win in the end.
Matt, looking forward to seeing you Friday night.
All right. Thank you.
Matt Hoops of the Unioto Shermans. And again, don't forget to join us after the ball game on our Litter Media Live post-game show right here on Facebook Live. I'm Mike Smith.